him for a 2-yard gain.
And that's what you said. I don't think Bennett was going to make the tackle. He just slowed him up enough to let the rest of the defensive line come. As Costello is going to go in motion, but they're going to hand off to the other man on the end around as the slot man came over to the right side, and he's going to pick up enough for a Sabre first down. Elliot Arnsdorf, as Owen Ward brings him down, but it is going to be enough for a Sabre first down. 1st and 10, DeWitt Central. They have it at their own 39-yard line. West Delaware leading 14-0. A minute 10 left to go in this first quarter. As the Sabres come set, under center once again is Garrett Rickles. And Rickles, Garrett Rickles, the junior quarterback for the Sabres, as the Hawks say the ball is on the ground. They say they have it, as Rickles is at the bottom of that pile as well. And did they signal it yet? There it is. The Hawks say they have it, and they do. I didn't see who came up with the ball, but the Hawks will take over 1st and 10. As I see everybody's getting high fives down there, so I didn't see which Hawk came up with the ball. Eric Vasky. He's standing 5 yards outside the huddle. Everyone's down on the ground, and he's standing over here with the ball, so good job by Eric. 1st and 10, West Delaware. So Eric Vasky with a fumble recovery there for the Hawks, as that's his 2nd of the season, as a penalty marker on the field, as it's 1st and 10 for the Hawks at the DeWitt Central 39-yard line. As the Hawks were in Sabre territory on their last drive and turned it over on downs as they went for it on a 4th and 5. Were unable to find John Nagel in the end zone. And we're going to have offsides against DeWitt Central. So the Hawks will now face a 1st and 5.
And you're already talking about a depleted Central DeWitt team, Jamie, and then penalties like this give the Hawks 1st and 5 and stuff. It's extremely difficult on a defense that's already down a man. So
the Hawks will, looks like maybe they were running option to the right side, but it's going to be swallowed up by that Sabre defense. And coming over and making the stop for the Sabres was Colin McNamara and Sam O'Connor on the stop there for the Sabres. Another update with the Waverly Shellrod game. The Go Hawks up 14-0 early in quarter number 2. Here we've got West Delaware leading 14-0 with 10 seconds left to go in this first quarter, and a 2nd and 5 upcoming for the Hawks. Ridenour looks to pass, gets it away quickly, looking for Nagel. Just overthrew him as that pass falls incomplete. As Gage Fuller on the covers here for the Sabres, it'll bring up 3rd down and 5. Here with 6 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
And just a little overthrown there. Had that ball been thrown a little softer, Nagel had nobody behind him, nobody in front of him, and would have been an easy 6 there for the Hawks. So, this is the 2nd time the Hawks have had the ball in Central DeWitt territory, started in Central DeWitt territory. So these are the types of drives that Coach Wink's going to look at, after the game or on film and wonder what opportunities are lost.
Ridenour looks to pass on 3rd and 5. He's going to find his man. That's Tyler Kelly, but he's going to go down to a knee as he dove through, kind of slid on the ground to catch that ball at the Sabre 29. They need to get to the DeWitt Central 28-yard line for a first down, and we'll do that when we come back, as that is the end of quarter number 1. The Hawks lead at 14-0. We will take a break and come back. You're listening to West Delaware football from KMCH Sports.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
We shouldn't have even brought Bill Logan into that conversation, as a home run by the Cardinals puts them up 2-0 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here on the football field, it's 14-0 West Delaware as we come back here for the second quarter. as the Hawks face a 4th and 1, as Ridenauer probably see him come up to the line and take it himself. He's going to push forward, and he thought maybe he'd come out of that pile as he gets down near the 26 of DeWitt Central, which is good for a West Delaware first down. Big hello tonight for those of you listening on KMCH and KMCH.com, as one in particular, Jeff Harris, missing his first game in 9 years, missing his first West Delaware game in 9 years, as he had his appendix taken out early this morning. Jeff, we wish you the best of luck with that, as we need you healthy for next week. I told you that on the phone today, so best of luck to Jeff Harris. They gave us to Owen Ward on the end around. He's going to carry it down near the 11-yard line at DeWitt Central. It'll be good for a West Delaware first down, as it's first and 10 West Delaware. They will have an opportunity to get a first down there, as it'll be first and 10 with 11:33 left to go here in this first half, and the Hawks leading 14-0. Ridenauer comes set, pistol formation to give us to Russell. He meets one defender at the 10-yard line. He gets down inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line, and that's where the Hawks will have it here. Second down and 8 yards for the first down for West Delaware. And also 8 yards for the touchdown. So Ridenauer comes set as they give us to Russell, but the ball's on the ground. Russell's going to pick it up, and he's going to try to get to the outside. He's got it at the 15, tried cutting back, but he's going to be dropped at about the 13-yard line, as the Hawks, Ridenauer, and Russell were running to the right side. Ridenauer was trying to hand it off. I thought the handoff the exchange was clean there, but all of a sudden the ball came out on the ground. Russell picked it up. They're going to lose a couple there. It's going to be third down and 11 yards here for the Hawks, as they have it back at the DeWitt Central 13-yard line. So see what the Hawks can do here on third down with 10:15 left to go. The give on the end around again is to Ward. He's got it down at the 5. He falls forward to the end zone. Touchdown, West Delaware. Owen Ward from 13 yards out puts the Hawks up now 20-0 with 10:07 left to go in this second quarter.
Nice job there by Owen of just following his blocks. The hole opened up right as he got to the line and just kind of squirted through there. So nice job by Owen. Nice job by this offense of converting on the turnover this time around and putting up 6 points.
And that was an Owen Ward drive there. He started that with the interception of Garrett Rickles' pass. A big run to get them down, and Aaron Toll on the extra point attempt slips as he was going to kick that extra point, and the ball is blocked. So it is no good. The Hawks lead 20-0. 10:07 left to go, second quarter. We will take a break and come back. You're listening to West Delaware football on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Biofield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Biofield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
Do you suffer from chronic or acute pain? Long-Term Medical Supply now offers pain relief for you with their non-prescription TENS device. Shop their convenient location in downtown Manchester and find pain relief in as little as 15 minutes with a TENS device from Long-Term Medical Supply.
Whatever your favorite sport, we know you will join Parrott Insurance and Grinnell Mutual in supporting all of our local athletes. Parrott Insurance is proud to be part of this community and looks forward to catching all of the sports action this year. If you want a strong insurance team working for you, call Parrott Insurance today for a quote from Grinnell Mutual and experience our policy of working together.
Back into DeWitt. Hawks lead 20-0 over the Sabres of DeWitt Central. The Hawks set to kick off. Kyle McGrain's kick is away. It's going to be taken at about the 23-yard line. No, it's not. It's dropped, but quickly recovered by the Sabres, and he's going to bring it out back at about the 18-yard line. It's coming up as that was Doug Lang on the return for the Sabres. But the Hawks up 20-0 here.
Yeah, absolutely, Jamie. 8 plays, last touchdown drive, 8 plays, 39 yards, took 1 minute, 24 seconds off the clock. Owen Ward with the 13-yard touchdown run. The missed extra point still puts the Hawks up now 20-0 with exactly 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Some other scores of area interest here. Other scores to tell you about here tonight as Independence leads Charles City 7-0. That game at the end in the second quarter. As we'll get back to those scores as the Sabres come set. Rickles under center. They're going to hand off to O'Connor. No, they're not. Rickles is going to keep it himself. They're going to run the option. He's going to pitch out, and that's going to be swallowed up by the Hawks as Maloney and Curley combine on the stop there of Nick Costello. As Costello is going to be dropped in the backfield to bring up second down. Now they're going to give him a yard there, second down and 9. Waverly Shell Rock up 14-0 over Vinton Shellsburg, that in the second quarter. End of the first quarter, Anamosa leads Mount Vernon 10-7. Monticello and Cascade knotted up at 6 in the second quarter. And 13-6, East Buchanan leading Edco in quarter number 2. Here it's 20-0 West Delaware. Second down and 9 upcoming for the Sabres as we're just under 10 minutes left to go in this first half as the give is to O'Connor up the middle, and he's going to be tackled by Colin Weber. Colin Weber goes up high and brings him down as it's going to bring up third down and 6. A gain of 3 yards there by O'Connor. I think we can shut this Cubs game off here. As a two-run homer for the Cardinals now, as now 4-0. The Cardinals lead the Cubs in the bottom of the 8th. The Sabres are going to hand off up the middle once again. This is going to be O'Connor, and coming up to make the stop for the Hawks, Kyle McGrain and Brett Roush make that stop, and it's going to be short of the first down. I tell you what, though, you look at O'Connor, he looks like he's a goal line back, fullback. He's gaining yards. He's gaining 2 or 3 yards a carry as that one goes for 2, and it's going to be 4th down and 4 here for the Sabres, but looks like they're going to punt it away as Keegan Lass is going to punt away for DeWitt Central as 34.2 punting average on the season for Keegan Lass. As a high snap, but he covers it as it's a punt that's going to go out of bounds at the Sabre 47-yard line, and that's where the Hawks will take over first and down as Caleb Sparks just about ran in. He just about got the block, but then just about ran into Keegan Lass, but Lass was able to get it away, and the Hawks with good field position here once again. 1st and 10 at the DeWitt Central 47-yard line. 7:49 left to go, second quarter, and the Hawks leading 20-0.
You'd like to see maybe the last drive for the Hawks when, obviously they scored the touchdown. There's a few bumps in there. You'd like to see them put together a quick hitter here and really, continue to extend this lead, Jamie, and hopefully, when the second half rolls around, we can rest some of these starters like Max and Coy.
Pistol formation on 1st and 10 for the Hawks. The give is to Russell, and he's going to be wrapped up again and met at the line. As coming up and making the stop was Kyle Peterson for DeWitt Central, and the Hawks will lose a couple there back at the 49-yard line now, so it'll be second down and 12 here for the Hawks. 7.5 minutes left to go second quarter. The Hawks lead it 20-0. As Ridenauer comes set. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He looks to throw, looking for Maloney down the middle of the field. He's got him wide open. He's got it at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, West Delaware. A 49-yard strike from Max Ridenauer to Sam Maloney. And Maloney now has tied Kyle Raker from the 1998 season for most touchdowns touchdown receptions in a season, as that is his 11th of the year, and the Hawks go up 26-0 with 7:08 left to go in this first half.
Just a beautifully thrown ball there by Max, and Sam, as he's done all year, just kind of gallops right underneath it, scoops it in, and scores another touchdown.
And Aaron Toll's extra point kick is good. The Hawks lead 27-0. 7:08 left to go in the second quarter. We will take a break and come back. You're listening to West Delaware football on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after the game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager of Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at forbrowns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Kyle McGrain's kick is returned by Kyle Irwin as he's going to be brought down out there by the Hawks, Tyler Chapman. The Sabres will start 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line as the Hawks lead 27-0 with 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
No, that's touchdown drive, Jamie. 2 plays, 49 yards. Max Ridenauer to Sam Maloney for the 49-yard touchdown pass. Took 41 seconds off the clock. With the extra point, puts the Hawks up now 27-0 with 7:01 to go here in the second quarter.
As Rickles comes set, he sends a man in motion, but they're going to hand off to the first man through. This is going to be O'Connor, and coming up and helping there as Brett Roush and Casey Wenger, Eric Baskey all combine on that stop for the Sabres. We mentioned Sam Maloney tying the school touchdown record for his season with 11. He also moved up for receiving yards in a season, tied now for number 3, third place all time in a season, tied with Ben Lechtenberg, a 2009 grad, had 718 yards, receiving yards in 2008. So Maloney with 718 receiving yards on the season. The give, again, is to O'Connor, and McGrain and Bennett Cole combine on the stop there, but not before the Sabres pick up a first down. It's 1st and 10 to DeWitt Central, ball at their own 39-yard line. So Sam Maloney continuing his magnificent senior campaign here at West Delaware is around 718 receiving yards on the season. As we'll see if he can catch one of the men on the sideline over there for the Hawks, Matt Utoff, catch his record. The Sabres will run option here, as this time it's going to be Rickles. He's going to keep it himself, as Maloney's going to come up and make the stop. Matt Utoff on the sideline for the Hawks had 767 receiving yards back in 1999, an assistant coach here for the Hawks. So possibly some bragging rights down there if Maloney can take away pass Coach Utoff here tonight. It's second down and 5, carry there by Rickles. The ball at the Sabre 45-yard line. They need to get to midfield for a first down. 5:21 left to go in the first half, and the Hawks leading 27-0. They give it to O'Connor, and he's going to be stood up by the Hawks as Tyler Chapman comes in, as does Ryan DeSoto and Bennett Cole to wrap him up in the backfield and make the stop for the Hawks. With 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter, it'll be 3rd down and 3 here for the Sabres. As they will come set here from their own 47-yard line. Again, need to get right at midfield for the first down. As they come set, they're going to send a man in motion. Rickles is going to pass. He throws it to the right side, and he overthrows his intended receiver as he was looking here on the near side of the field to Kyle Irwin. That pass ball is incomplete. Kyle Curley on the covers there for the Hawks. It's going to bring up 4th down and 3.
And good job there by that Hawk defense. DeWitt got the first down there, and the Hawks just said no more after that. And, did a good job stopping the run, and then on the pretty obvious pass play there, just good pass defense. So Hawks are going to get the ball back here with under 5 minutes to go, and another opportunity to put some more points on the board.
As Keegan Lass awaits the snap, another high snap, but he handles it. He's going to punt this one away. It's going to bounce out of bounds around the West Delaware 30-yard line, and the Hawks will take over 1st and 10. You can find out what all of the area coaches have to say about tonight's games tomorrow morning at 9 on the Coach's Corner with Kevin Shookman, only on Mix 94.7 KMCH. And following that, in progress, just in progress, you'll hear you will hear the Hawkeye pregame show starting when Shooky wraps up the Coach's Corner, and then the Hawkeyes will take on Illinois Homecoming 2015 in Iowa City tomorrow as the Hawkeyes take on the Fighting Illini of Illinois. We'll make our predictions for that game as we wrap up here tonight. 1st and 10 Hawks at their own 38-yard line. They give to Russell. He's going to bounce it out to the backside, inside. He's got room, and he's going to go for the Hawk touchdown. Coy Russell from 62 yards out this time as he continues his great night. As just think back, the first drive of the game, Coy Russell was on the ground with an injury, and here he is, a 62-yard touchdown run, as that's going to put the Hawks up now 33-0 with 4:08 left to go in this first half.
Yeah, nice job by Coy there, just being patient. The blocking was setting up, and once it did, it opened up a hole for him, and he just went straight. Didn't have to cut away from any defenders or anything like that. So nice job there by Coy.
Extra point by Aaron Toll is good. The Hawks lead 34-0. 4:08 left to go. Coy Russell, his second touchdown of the night, 18th on the season, as he moves into a tie for 7th place for rushing touchdowns in the season with Rick Hilby with 18. Hawks lead 34-0. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to West Delaware Football from KMCH Sports.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Back into DeWitt. Hawks leading 34-0. Here with 4:08 left to go in this second quarter. A 62-yard touchdown run by Coy Russell. We mentioned him moving into 7th for touchdowns in a season. Also moved into 7th place with rushing yards in a season, as the kick is going to be taken by Kyle Irwin. He's going to try to bring it out as he drops that ball. That ball got past Irwin all the way back to about the 10-yard line. So he's going to bring it out across the 15, and they're going to put this ball down at the 19-yard line. That's where the Sabres will start with it, 1st and 10.
Well, you did my touchdown recap. You said it was one play, so Coy Russell with the 62-yard touchdown run took 11 seconds off the clock. Aaron Toll with the extra point. Now Hawks up 34-0 with 4:01 to go here in the second quarter.
Coy Russell now with 1,399 yards on the season, moves him tied with Rick Hilby again for most rushing yards in the season. This time the give is to O'Connor, as he's going to bring it out to about the 21-yard or 26, 27-yard line, as that is going to be short of the first down. A nice run of 7 yards there by O'Connor on the pitch is going to bring up 2nd down and 3 here for the Sabres. 3:55 left to go in the second quarter. The Hawks leading 34-0. As see if maybe this Hawk defense can step up again here and get the ball back and maybe have that 35-point rule into effect by the time we get kicked off in the second half. As Rickles comes set, they're going to send a man in motion. They're going to give to O'Connor up the middle, and that's going to be stuffed at the line. Ball's on the ground. Ball is on the ground, and Eric Vasky came up with it, but they're going to say he was down. He just stood right up and was like, here it is. As Pennant Cole, Kyle McGrain come up and wrap up O'Connor. And in that scrum of people trying to push O'Connor back, the ball fell out. Eric Vasky picked it up. He kind of showed it to the official like, I got it. But they're going to call it stop the forward progress there, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 Sabres. Ball at their own 30-yard line. Rickles comes set as they give us to O'Connor. Once again, he's going to bring it out near the 31-yard line, and he's going to be brought down out there as Eric Vasky wraps him up. 65, not 85. So Vasky's going to wrap him up, and they're going to put this ball down at the 32-yard line. So I thought it was a gain of 1. They give him 2, and it'll bring us 2nd down, and it's under 3 minutes left to go in this first half. As Rickles will come set again under center. They're going to run option. He's going to pitch it, and it's going to be caught out there by Irwin, but he's going to run out of bounds. Helping him out of bounds there and helping him back up was Caleb Sparks. He's going to run out at the 33-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and about 7 yards here for the Sabres as the clock continues to run. Hawks lead 34-0. In St. Louis tonight, top of the 9th inning with 2 outs. The Cardinals leading the Cubs 4-0 in that game. Of course, we'll get our moment with the Cubs updates. We'll give Bill his when the Dodgers, I believe they're probably underway by now, as they're going to throw a screen pass or a running back, kind of a wheel route there to O'Connor on the near side of the field, right side for the Sabres, and he's going to be dropped about a 6-yard loss. Excuse me, not a 6-yard loss. Ball is on the 33. He's dropped a 7-yard loss there, as they're going to move it all the way back to the 26-yard line, and they'll bring up 4th down and 14 here for the Sabres. 2 minutes remaining in this first half as Keegan Last set to punt it away. I believe the Sabres are trying to run down the clock here. They want to try to take this game to halftime, only down 34-0. As Sparks just about got in there again, we're going to have a penalty on the play. Owen Ward's going to take it back at his own 38-yard line. This is not Owen Ward. This is actually Tanner Wessels, and he's got it across midfield to the 35. Penalty marker on the field. Another one. There's 2 penalty markers down, as we've got an injured DeWitt Central player on the field. I didn't see what happened to the DeWitt Central player, but it is the injured player is Reese Westfall. So we'll get this mess sorted out. The ball currently is sitting at the DeWitt Central 21-yard line. A nice return there by the Hawks' Tanner Wessels. But we'll figure out what these penalties are after just a little bit. Ball game over. The Cardinals defeat the Cubs tonight 4-0 in Game 1 of the National League Divisional Series. So that game complete. As they tend to the injured DeWitt Central player, we will take a quick timeout, and we will come back as you are listening to West Delaware football from KMCH Sports.
This is Jamie Vasky, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare close to home.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as the great incentives at TaukeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Points.
GMB Bank in Manchester is proud to support all area athletes and their communities. The GMB team is your connection to convenient banking and everyday time savers, like your debit card, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. Connect with a financial partner who truly understands your needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
Back into DeWitt, we have holding. We've got holding on the on the field, and we also have a block in the back on the return against the Hawks. So we're going to have 1st and 10. There was a spot foul on the block in the back. So the Hawks will have it 1st and 10 after we've got it all sorted out from their own 49-yard line with 1:39 left to go in this first half. Right now, our will come set, shotgun formation. The give is to Russell. He goes up the middle. He's got it at the 40, and he's going to do it again. He's got it at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, West Delaware, 51-yard touchdown run by Coy Russell, and he is in for his 3rd touchdown of the game as all over 50 yards. His first one was 63, his second one was 62, and this one from 51 yards out. So Coy Russell, as we mentioned, he passes Rick Hilby now for rushing touchdowns in a season, as well as rushing yards in a season, as now Coy has 1,450. Aaron Toll's extra point kick is good, and Coy's 1,450 yards in a season is good for, he's going to be 7th place all by himself. But the Hawks lead 41-0. 1:29 left to go in this second quarter. We will take a break and come back. You're listening to West Delaware football on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
Well, Coy Russell says you're listening to West Delaware football, and it's the last 2 drives, 2 plays, and 2 touchdowns for Coy Russell. It's as far as scoring, it has been Coy Russell football the last 2 drives, as Hawks lead at 41-0 here with 1:29, and you got to credit those guys up front for Coy Russell too, giving him that initial hole to run through, and he does the rest and does it very effectively. A 51-yard touchdown run by Coy Russell has the Hawks up 41-0. Now Kyle McGrain's kick is going to be returned out there by the Sabres, and coming up with that was Doug Lang, as he's going to run out of bounds with 1:23 left to go in this first half, with the Hawks leading 41-0. And coming up at halftime, we'll go through all of our area scores that we have at the moment. We'll talk to West Delaware sophomore coach Nate Lahr as they move to 5-1-1 on the season, as they win 34-22 earlier tonight. Bob Morris and his freshman team against DeWitt, 49-8 on Brown Field. And the West Delaware volleyball team, 6-0 on the week, as they defeated Solon last night on senior night in the Seedorf Gymnasium. As Rickles is going to come set, he's going to hand it on the reverse, and coming up, just a short game there by Elliot Ahrensdorf is going to bring up second down. They're going to give him 1 on that play. It'll bring up second down and 9 for the Sabres, as we have a minute and change left to go here in this first half. Now we're at a minute. 41-0, West Delaware leading it here. As we'll check in with our former West Delaware Hawks playing in the NCAA levels tomorrow and how they did last week. And then we'll talk to Bill Logan, as there's a penalty marker as the give is to O'Connor up the middle. And he's going to carry it out to the 30-yard line. It'll be a game of 2, but a penalty marker down. And it's going to be a chop block. Or, a block. Chop block against the Sabres is the call with 37 seconds left to go in this first half. Again, the West Delaware Hawks, ranked number 2 in Class 3A, have been for some time here this season. As a big matchup next week, Aaron, as they welcome in 6th-ranked Independence, looking to stay undefeated. Charles City giving them a tough game tonight up in Charles City, as it's currently 7-3 Mustangs at halftime. So Charles City giving the Mustangs a test up there tonight. In Class 2A, the Anamosa Blue Raiders, ranked number 4 in Class 2A, taking on Mount Vernon, who's ranked number 6. Both teams undefeated in district play. Mount Vernon 1 loss on the season. They're 5-1, as Anamosa is 6-0. And that's our area online and playback game of the week with John Swisher and Kevin Barnes. You can tune that game in right now on KMCH.com and listen to it in its entirety, the rebroadcast after our game here tonight. So 2nd down and 24 for the Sabres, 37 seconds left to go in this first half, and they're going to pitch. This is going to be Irwin, as he almost fumbled that ball, as it was almost stripped away from him, and coming up and making the stop was Eric Vasky in the backfield. As Irwin couldn't get, second he took that pitch, there was nowhere for him to go. So 20 seconds left to go in this first half. I believe the Sabres, looks like they may just run it out and take this thing into halftime. And that appears what they're going to do. Hawks lead at 41-0 here as we head to halftime. Stay with us. We'll do a scoreboard recap here and talk with Coach Nate Lahr, and of course our Hawks in the NCAAs. Right after this, you're listening to West Delaware football at halftime, leading 41-0 on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Okay, Salon and Spa in Manchester, located at 214. Your appointment now to get that full spa experience. Call 563-608-4999. Best of luck to all you athletes.
For all your landscaping projects, call Jason at Phillips Landscaping in Dyersville. He specializes in retaining walls, patios, fire pits, ponds, waterfalls, flower and rock gardens, and more. Call Phillips Landscaping at 563-599-6069 for your estimate. Best of luck to all area athletes.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
And welcome back into halftime here, West Delaware and Central DeWitt here in DeWitt, Iowa tonight, as we're at halftime. And joining me is West Delaware sophomore head coach Nate Lahr, and Coach Lahr a 34-22 victory tonight as you guys came out, had a real close game at halftime. You guys put one score on the board right before half and a great play, and that's just great momentum heading into the second half of play.
Yeah, getting that last score there before halftime was big. We got stopped defensively after we had turned the ball over, so getting that stop was big, and then we moved the ball down a little bit and set them up, and Grant and Nick executed that really well to get that big score before halftime, give us that momentum to come out and finish the deal in the second half.
Just a close game all around. You won the game by a couple scores, but looking at the offenses, you outgained them by 2 yards, I believe it was. So that's how close of a game this was. A lot closer than what the final score showed. But you guys did a great job. You moved your record now to 5-1-1, and just a great effort by your kids in that second half.
Yeah, that's separate cap to them. They've got some big physical kids up there. That fullback ran hard all night. He had some big plays for them. Once we made some adjustments at the second half and did a nice job of slowing him down a little bit, and then getting some turnovers late was key. Like you said, it was a lot closer than what it looked like on the score at the end there. 2 big turnovers late, and then putting in that last score, Jared Helly sneaking that in there, did a nice job.
Absolutely. So you guys move, as I mentioned, another win here tonight as you guys will travel to Independence again for the second time. You've played them once this year. You got a big win on Brown Field against Independence, but I feel like it's going to be a different Independence team that shows up ready for maybe a little revenge next week.
Yeah, it's almost a playoff atmosphere at a sophomore level with getting to play a team a second time. We're excited to go over there, and I hope they bring their best effort, and we can have another good game and hopefully come out on top.
Absolutely. Well, Coach Lahr, thanks for joining us tonight. Best of luck next week against Independence.
Thanks, Jamie.
West Delaware sophomore head coach Nate Lahr here at halftime. We'll be back with our Hawks in the NCAAs right after this. You're listening to West Delaware Football from KMCH Sports.
In sports as well as banking, numbers mean everything. Athletes strive for excellence during competition. F&M strives to exceed clients' expectations. Whereas athletes and teams focus on the score, F&M focuses on the success of our valued clients, one relationship at a time. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Welcome back into halftime here. Hawks lead 41-0 over DeWitt Central as we're here at halftime as we take a look at our NCAA games. Of course, our Hawks in the NCAAs as well. Taking a look at the Iowa Hawkeyes as they take their 5-0 record into homecoming tomorrow as they host Illinois in Iowa City, an 11 o'clock kickoff for the Hawkeyes as the Hawkeyes defeated Wisconsin 10-6 the final last weekend up in Madison. So the Hawks moved to 5-0. Bill Logan with the win on the predictions moves him to 4 wins on the year. Swish has 1. Aaron and I are in the cellar with 0. The Iowa State Cyclones travel to Lubbock, Texas tomorrow for a 2:30 kickoff against Texas Tech as Coach Kingsbury and the Texas Tech, what are they, the Raiders? The Red Raiders, as we've got the Anamosa Blue Raiders and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. So the Cyclones are 2-2 after a 38-13 win over Kansas last week in Ames. Moves their record to 2-2. They'll play at 2:30 again tomorrow. University of Northern Iowa Panthers, a tough one tomorrow in Fargo, North Dakota, as they take on North Dakota State, the number 1 team in the FCS. as the Panthers will take on North Dakota State at 1 o'clock tomorrow in Fargo. Last week they defeated lost to Illinois State 21-13 in Illinois. So that moves their record to 2-2. Adam Reth in that game against Illinois State, six tackles in that game, moves his season total to 21 total tackles, 1.5 tackles for loss on the year. The Upper Iowa Peacocks, another tough loss to another tough ranked team in Division II as they lost last week to Minnesota State Mankato, 38-10. The final in that one makes the Peacocks record now 3-2. In that game against Mankato, Trey McTaggart, a 2012 graduate of West Delaware, had 5 receptions for 33 yards, moves his season total to 25 receptions for 326 yards and a touchdown. And Cole Stephen, a 2012 graduate of West Delaware, had 14 tackles in that game. 2 of those were for loss, has runs his season total now to 44 total tackles and 5.5 tackles for loss. Cameron McCrow, a 2014 grad, and Brent Lammers, a 2015 grad, also playing for the Upper Iowa Peacocks. Wartburg College was victorious last week on homecoming as they defeated Central College 21-13. The final moves their record to 4-0. They will play at 1 o'clock tomorrow, again in Waverly against Coe College. So we'll have a matchup there between former Hawks, Brandon Domeyer, Michael Bolke for Wartburg, and Sam Lahr for the Coe Hawks will all be facing off tomorrow in Waverly. That game against Central College, Brandon Domeyer had 19 carries for 85 yards and a touchdown, moves his season total to 76 carries, 375 yards, and 8 touchdowns on the year. Michael Bolke in that game was 3 for 3 on extra points. On the season, he's 16 of 17 on extra points and 1 for 3 on field goals. Got to go back to Upper Iowa, as forgot to mention they play tomorrow night in Fayette at 6 o'clock start against Concordia University in St. Paul. So that game in Upper Iowa tomorrow at Fayette is where the Peacocks are at tomorrow. And Sam Lahr, we mentioned he'll be up at Wartburg tomorrow. Last week they defeated Loris over in Dubuque 30-27. Aaron's alma mater, the Loris Dewhawks, as the Coe College defeated Loris last week 30-27. Making the record 2-2 on the season for Coe. Sam Lahr, 2012 grad of West Delaware, had 16 carries for 126 yards and 1 touchdown in that game. On the season, Sam has 78 carries, 430 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That is a look at our Hawks in the NCAAs, as we will take a quick look here before we come back and talk to Bill Logan, as we'll take a look at our area scoreboard here. As taking a look here at West Delaware leading DeWitt Central 41-0. At halftime, Independence leads Charles City 7-3. In the second quarter, we had Waverly Shellrock leading Pitt Shellsburg 14-0. Also at halftime, Western Dubuque leads Marion 28-6. Mount Vernon leading Anamosa at halftime 24-17. Cascade and Monticello all tied up at 20 at half. And East Buchanan leads Edco 33-6 at the end of the third quarter. We'll take another quick break. We'll come back and talk to Bill Logan, get his first half stats for these two teams. The Hawks lead 41-0. You're listening to West Delaware football on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Great night out awaits you at Hartridge Golf Course. Join us for Taco Tuesday and our Thursday night specials featuring roasted chicken. Watch the Iowa games with 50-cent wings and drink specials at Hartridge, north of Manchester on 195th Street.
Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy Buick and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. They have big town inventory with small town service. Stop and say hi. That's Dunlap Motors in downtown Independence. And go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com. That's DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back into halftime here. Hawks leading 41-0, and the incredible Mr. Bill Logan has emerged from the Hawk locker room as the Hawks take a 41-0 lead into that locker room. Coaches have got to be pretty happy, Bill, but still looking to improve as the game goes on here.
Well, they are, and DeWitt's defense is just selling out. They're either going to stop the Hawks for negative yards or they're going to give up touchdowns. So, I mean, they're really stacking that box, and that's exactly what happened. As DeWitt did create a lot of negative yards on some carries for the Hawks, but unfortunately for them, Hawks also busted over a couple big plays on them and stretched this lead out at 41-0 at halftime. For the Hawks, in the first half, they carried the ball 14 times for 191 yards. Corey Russell with 169 and 8 carries and 3 touchdowns. 7 out of 10 passing for 158 yards, so 349 yards of offense in the first half. So pretty efficient, even though they did have 6 times they carried the ball for minus yards. So, very, very efficient, big play offense here has been kind of the MO for the Hawks all year long. Defensively, just some tremendous numbers here by the defense. For DeWitt, they carried the ball 27 times for 65 yards, a little over 2 yards to carry. 1 out of 3 passing with 1 interception for a minus 7 yards. So a net yardage of 58 yards in the first half for DeWitt.
And that's just a testament to this Hawk defense. And Coach Winkowicz said it in the pregame with Swish that you don't see the triple option very often. You see it one time a year, and you have to basically take the whole week training your defense to get ready for it, and the Hawks have done a great job.
Well, it's okay, especially when you got a second-string quarterback, because that really limits probably a lot of things that they could do offensively, and they're not real adept at throwing the ball, only throwing the ball 3 times, and each team's caught one, so it's just not, a good thing. And we're going to have that 35-point continuous clock here in the second half, so it'll be a very quick second half unless the Sabres can score and knock that back down under 35 points. But it should be a quick second half. And as the Hawks, one of the things that was talked about there, let's just get out of here, play a clean, smart second half, and let's get back home and get ready for next week.
Well, and I tell you what, Bill, getting out of here healthy is the important part for these starters, and I think that's going to be, like you mentioned, we're probably going to have to get our programs out in the second half.
Yeah, and that's good. That's what all these other guys, they've been practicing all summer long, going to the Sunday summer camp since June, and going to all the weightlifting and putting all that time in, and this is going to be one of the nights where the fruits of their labors is going to come out. And they're going to get a chance to go out here and play on a Friday night under the lights.
All right, Bill. The Dodgers got through the first inning unscathed. They're coming to bat.
All right. Very good. What's your favorite number, 4?
Yeah, thanks a lot. Oh, just Bill referencing the final score of the Cubs game tonight as the Cubs lost 4-0 against St. Louis. Bill Logan down on the sideline for us tonight as we appreciate his stats. And Aaron, a very good first half for the Hawks and really been able to do it. Had some big plays in the air, and of course Corey Russell with 3 very long touchdowns again.
Yeah, and Bill talked about it too. DeWitt Central is just selling out, and the repercussions of that are they're gonna hit a few big plays, and the Hawks did. They hit 4 or 5 of them there in the first half. So great job by this Hawk team getting the lead, and then hopefully now they can finish this. What we predict will be a quick second half, get out of there without any injuries. We had a scare there in the first half with Coy going down, but he got up, ended up having a brilliant first half. So not much more you can say than what Bill said. We would reiterate that, and hopefully everything goes according to script here in the second half.
Well, we've got a couple minutes till the start of the second half, so we'll take one more quick break and come back as the Hawks lead 41-0. You're listening to West Delaware football on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton. Your vision is our primary focus.
For over a century, Anderson has been helping families make their homes brighter, more comfortable, and more beautiful. They do it by making quality windows and doors, setting the bar high and raising it day after day, year after year, making Anderson the leader in doors and windows. Contact local vendor Delhi Lumber at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, has big town quality with small town service.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply free checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Hi, this is Jamie Vaskey at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
And we've mentioned West Delaware football this evening, but we also mentioned the West Delaware volleyball team, top ranked in Class 4A. Their next action on KMCH will be Tuesday night as they are at Mount Vernon, with that game starting at 7:30 with John Swisher and Joan Salo right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH. And also mentioned the John Swisher. He is in Mount Vernon tonight as the Mustangs. Did we have a penalty that I didn't see? Because it appears to me that the Hawks are kicking off from the DeWitt Central 45-yard line.
Yeah, they are. There was a 15-yard penalty, but they aren't really saying what it was. But DeWitt got called for, I'm assuming, some type of unsportsmanlike.
Was that at the end of the half then, or?
I think it was coming out of the half.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
So the Hawks will kick off from the DeWitt 45. Would feel pretty confident that as McGrain gets set to kick this thing off for the Hawks. Deep to receive for Sabres is Kyle Irwin, and that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. We mentioned quite a good game down in Mount Vernon tonight with the Anamosa Blue Raiders and Mount Vernon. As we mentioned, both teams undefeated in district play. Mount Vernon is 3-0. Anamosa is 4-0. Anamosa is 6-0, but at halftime, we're trailing 24-17, so a great game in Mount Vernon tonight. You can hear that game right now on KMCH.com and then play back after our game here tonight. Hawks lead 41-0 as the Sabres come set on offense here. As Rickles in at quarterback, they're going to give up the middle to O'Connor, and he's going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage as Kyle McGrain drops him. As the line of scrimmage was the 20, they're going to give him a gain of 1 on that play, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 9. And I tell you what, Bill mentioned not having your starting quarterback in there is a big difference maker, especially a guy like Sycamore, who's been able to read. He's had all season to read the defenses and see when to hand off, when to keep it, when to pitch it, and that's big coming into a game like this. as Rickles will pitch out to the O'Connor here as he's got it at the 22, at the 25, and he's going to be run out of bounds by the Hawks as Bennett Cole's going to run him out at about the 26-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5 there. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4 yards here for the Sabres.
Yeah, nice pursuit there by that Hawk defense. And that's a strength of this team is their ability to flow sideline to sideline. We talk about setting the edge and turning ball carriers back inside where the rest of the team can kind of help out. And the Hawks just continue to do that week in and week out. And it doesn't matter if it's a DeWitt Central or Waverly Shell Rock or Decorah. They just have a knack for the ball.
As Rickles will pass on 3rd down and 4, and he's going to step up and he's going to be dropped. As McGrain came up and put a hit on him, Eric Vasky comes up to finish him off at the 25-yard line. So a loss of 1 there by Rickles is going to bring up 4th down and 5. Again, continuous clock here to start this second half as we're going to see 2 Hawks come back, set back to receive this punt, and it's going to be Tanner Wessels. And also back for West Delaware is going to be Reese Maurer, the senior. As again, it's going to be one of those nights to exercise our program here as the punt is away. Wessels is going to take it at the 42. He's going to bring it out near midfield and be run out of bounds. See where they spot him as they're going to give him the DeWitt Central 49-yard line. So the Hawks again will start in DeWitt Central territory. It'll be 1st and 10 Hawks at the Sabre 49-yard line. And I see Brett Roush has entered the game for the Hawks. Let's see who is out there. And it's going to be Max Ridenauer, I believe. We'll see it drive here. Not sure with Tanner. I think Tanner was headed off the field after returning that punt, so we may see him before too long as Ridenauer comes set. Shotgun formation. Beside him is Brett Roush. As Ridenauer comes set, low snap, he picks it up, throws out to Tyler Kelly. He's got it at midfield, going to be tripped up at the 48. A gain of 1 there will bring up 2nd down and 9. That's just a quick little bubble screen to Kelly, and he picks up a yard there. 2nd down and 9. Hawks lead 41-0. Second drive of this second half. 8:40 left to go here in this 3rd quarter as the Hawks will come set once again. 2nd down, 9. Shotgun formation. Brett Roush beside Coy Russell, or behind Max Ridenauer. And the give is to Roush. He's got enough for the 1st down at the 35. Now he cuts back at the 30, I should say, but it was the 35. There is a penalty marker down as Brett Roush is going to be run out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. So Roush with a nice carry there. He picked up more than enough for the 1st down, but we'll see what the penalty marker is going to be. It's going to be a block in the back against the Hawks.
Yeah, nice job there by Brett of being patient. He did a good job of waiting for his blockers to get set up, and then he found the hole there and bounced it out to pick up a gain of 20, unfortunately, with the block in the back. He's going to bring it back, though, but it's nice to see Brett come in and fill in for Coy, who's probably, I think we can be pretty much confident that he's done for the night. So like Bill alluded to at the half, it's nice to see these guys come in. They put in the same amount of effort and the same amount of sweat in the off season as well. So hopefully these 2nd and 3rd teamers can come in and perform as admirably as the first team has.
On that penalty, it ends up being a gain of 6 for the Hawks. So it'll be 2nd down and 4 as a spot foul. Ridenauer looks to pass on 2nd down, and he's looking downfield, and he's got a man open, and that's Kelly at the 10. He's going to be down at right around the 5-yard line. Nice pitch and catch there from Ridenauer to Tyler Kelly. As Tyler Kelly on the season getting hit, I believe that's his 2nd reception of the night. 2nd or 3rd as he came in with 3 receptions for 49 yards. But it's going to be 1st and goal Hawks at the Sabre 5-yard line. As we see Brett Roush lined up behind Max Ridenauer. Pistol formation to give is to Roush. He cuts back at the 3. He pushes forward, and he's going to go in for the Hawk touchdown. Touchdown West Delaware, and they lead it 47-0 here with 7:14 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Nice running there by Brett Roush. He just followed his blockers right into the end zone as Roush goes in for his second touchdown of the year. This one from 5 yards out, as Aaron Toll on to attempt the extra point. As Toll's kick is up, and it is good. 48-0. West Delaware leads it here with 7:14 left to go in the third quarter. Take a break, come back. You're listening to West Delaware football on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
Does your athlete have knee, ankle, or muscle pain from training hard? Are you looking for a simple, quick, and safe way to relieve that pain? Long-Term Medical Supply can help with their new non-prescription TENS device. Stop by the Long-Term Medical Supply location in downtown Manchester and relieve your athlete's pain today.
Whatever your favorite sport, we know you will join Parrott Insurance and Grinnell Mutual in supporting all of our local athletes. Parrott Insurance is proud to be part of this community and looks forward to catching all of the sports action this year. If you want a strong insurance team working for you, call Parrott Insurance today for a quote from Grinnell Mutual and experience our policy of working together.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Along with in-studio producer, news director Janelle Tucker, Jamie Vaskey, Aaron Pleen, and Bill Logan back with you from DeWitt, Iowa. The Hawks and the Sabres going at it here. Week number 7 already, Aaron. Hard to believe, isn't it?
I know, the season, as they seem to have been going the last few years, going way too fast.
Of course, the Hawks leading 48-0 over the Sabres with 7:14 left to go. This one's going to be taken by Joel Kirby as he's going to bring it up to around the Sabre 35-yard line, crosses the 35 up to about the 37-yard line, and that's where the Sabres will take it over, 1st and 10.
And Jamie, that last touchdown drive for the Hawks, 4 plays, 49 yards, took 2 minutes and 31 seconds off the clock. Brett Roush with the 5-yard touchdown run. With the extra point, puts the Hawks up now 48-0 with 6:45 to go here in this third quarter.
See some new faces coming out on the defense for the Hawks. Casey Wenger, Reese Maurer, Aaron Demmer, Brian DeSoto, Troy Monahan. We'll get to some of those here as Rickles comes set under center on 1st and 10. They give it to, or he fakes the give to O'Connor. Now they're going to run an option. He's going to pitch it back, and this is going to be Kyle Irwin. He's got it at midfield. He's still on his feet down near the 35-yard line of West Delaware. A nice run there as he's going to be brought down out there by Reese Maurer and Nolan Linus combined on the stop there for the Hawks, but a big run there by Irwin off the pitch from Garrett Rickles. So 1st and 10 Sabres at the West Delaware 36. Also see Blake Schrader into the game for the Hawks. And Tyler Chapman also in there for West Delaware. We'll get some of those guys on that defensive line also as they're going to run Schrader up the middle and grabbing a hold of him and bringing him down is going to be Ryan DeSoto. See the other numbers we got in there for the Hawks is Patrick Knockman into the game for. Also see Tyler Kelly in on defense as well. I think I got a majority of them that are out there. One more out there for the Hawks is Noah Lindauer, as it's going to be 2nd down and 7 here for the Sabres. They're going to run option again, and coming up from behind and wrapping up the quarterback Rickles is Noah Lindauer, and he's going to get near the 30-yard line. Gain of 2 there will bring up 3rd down and 4. Some scores from around the area. We'll take a look at the scores that we have. Independence leading is 14-9 at last check. That game in the third quarter. Waverly Shellrock up 21-9 in the third quarter. Western Dubuque leading Marion 28-6 at the half. Mount Vernon at halftime leading Anamosa 24-7. Monticello and Cascade were tied at 20, and in the fourth quarter, East Buchanan leads Edco 47-6. So third down run there by O'Connor, as he's going to bring it down to the 28-yard line. They're going to be a couple yards short of a first down. It's going to bring up 4th down and 2 for the Sabres. As DeWitt Central playing on a Class 3A District number 4, a non-district matchup here tonight, as the Sabres come in 1-5 overall, 1-3 in district play. As next week they will be at Maquoketa, a short drive from here. As the Sabres, Rickles is going to keep it himself. He's got it near the 25-yard line, and that's going to be good for a DeWitt Central first down. Reese Maurer and Aaron Demmer combined on the stop there. And then they finish out the season with a home game, senior night here against Western Dubuque. As the Bobcats leading over Marion right now, as Western Dubuque coming into tonight 0-3 in district play, 1-5 overall. Marion 0-6 overall, 0-3 in the district. Leading the district, Cedar Rapids Xavier, as the Sabres are going to run a pitch here. They're going to pitch it out to Irwin, as Aaron Demmer and Reese Maurer are going to run him out of bounds there. Xavier 4-0 in the district, 5-0 overall. Solon 3-3 overall, 2-1 in district play. Maquoketa 4-2 overall with a 3-1 district record. Dubuque Wahlert 2-4 overall and a 2-1 district record. Class 3A District 3, where the Hawks reside, they are 4-0 in district play, as are the Mustangs of Independence, as both teams 6-0 overall as well. As it's going to be second down and 6, a gain of 4 there on the pitch, and now they're going to give it up the middle, and they've got some room to run. Does the running back, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. As that was Elliot Ahrensdorf, the senior running back for the Sabres, goes in from 21 yards out, and the Sabres are on the board here. It's 48-6 with 2.5 minutes left to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, it was a nice counter there by DeWitt Central, and Ahrensdorf's a big back there, and he had a nice hole to run through. So
Keegan Lass on to attempt the extra point here. The kick is up, and it is through. 48-7, West Delaware leads it. Finish that out. Decorah 3-3 overall, 2-1 in district play. Crestwood is 2-4 and 1-2 in the district. As Waverly Shellrock is 3-3 overall, 0-3 in district play. Vince Shellsburg 2-4 overall, 1-3 in district play. Charles City 2-4 and 0-3 in district number 3. 48-7, the Hawks lead it. 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. We'll take a break, come back. You're listening to Hawk Football on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Back into DeWitt. It's 48-7. West Delaware leads at 2:30 left to go in this third quarter, as the Sabres set to kick off after a 21-yard touchdown run by Elliot Ahrensdorf. As Keegan Lass will come set to kick off for the Sabres. And deep to receive for the Hawks, Kyle Curley and Owen Ward, as this kick by Lass is going to be taken by Casey Wenger at his own 18. He does a nice cutback as he's got it at the 43-yard line before he's run out of bounds. An ankle-breaking juke move by Casey Wenger got one of the DeWitt Central Sabres to bite, and the Hawks will have it 1st and 10.
And that last touchdown drive, Jamie, by DeWitt Central, 7 plays, 63 yards, took 4 minutes and 44 seconds off the clock. Ahrensdorf with the 21-yard touchdown run with the extra point. Hawks are still up, though, 48-7 with exactly 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter.
New quarterback for the Hawks is Tanner Wessels, and Brett Roush Still in to run for the Hawks as he's going to have it. Hawks have it 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Roush is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. But that's about it, as we've got new faces on the offense for the Hawks as well. Troy Monahan in there. Kyle Curley's in on the offense. Spencer Barron. That's Sam Johnson. He's still playing. He started this game as Aaron Demmer, Tyler Kelly out on the outside for the Hawks. Also into the get this here in just a second. A replay by Tanner Wessels, and he's going to keep it himself. He faked the handoff to Roush, and he's going to get it near midfield, and he's going to be driven backwards before they stop forward progress. As nice gain there by Wessels is going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Brady Antone's into the game on offense for the Hawks, as is Noah Lindauer. As Hawks call in the next play here. As Wessels comes set on 3rd down and 4. Quick pass to the left side. This is Kelly. He's got enough for the 1st down. He's going to be run out of bounds at about the Central Sabre 42-yard line. So the Hawks will pick up a 1st down there. As scores coming in here, as that's going to do it for our 3rd quarter. As I got to pay attention to that. It's continuous clock. 3rd quarter, that's going to do it. Hawks lead at 48-7 here. 1 quarter to play right after this. You're listening to West Delaware football from KMCH Sports.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager of Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at FullRBrowns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Are you looking for great food in a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Tanner Wessels making Sabres miss on that 1st down run as he picks up 9. What a play there by Tanner. He was caught in the backfield by 2 different Sabres. He high-stepped both of them and picks up 9 yards there. Back here in DeWitt, 48-7, West Delaware leads it here. They're going to give to Roush up the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Brett Roush from 32 yards out. His 2nd touchdown run of the night. And the Hawks go up 54-7 with 11:16 left to go in the 4th quarter.
That's the difficulty of this offense, Jamie, is Tanner Wessels, we saw him take the ball quick, fast. He can get around the edge. This time they weren't sure if Tanner was going to hand it or keep it, and he handed it off to Brett, and Brett did a good job of just following his blocks and taking it in from 32 yards out. So got a nice little 1-2 punch there. You got Ridenauer and Russell, and then right behind them we've got Wessels and Roush. So good to see.
As Aaron Toll on for the extra point, as he's going to have to, Ward's going to throw it as that ball, it was a bad snap. Ward had to pick it up and was looking for Tyler Kelly in the end zone. And it is no good. We do have some score updates. Independence leading Charles City 14-9. That game in the 3rd quarter. As Decorah leads Crestwood 21-0. That game in the 4th quarter. Waverly Shellrock in the 4th quarter leading Vinton Shellsburg 24-0. Western Dubuque a halftime lead over Marion 28-6. Mount Vernon now leading Anamosa 30-17. That game in the 3rd quarter. And we have a final. East Buchanan over Edco tonight, 47-6. And at halftime, Beckman led Columbus 32-3. Here, West Delaware leads Central DeWitt 54-7. There's 11:15 left to go in this ball game. An update from Los Angeles tonight: the Dodgers and the Mets tied at 0. As Dodgers threatening with nobody out in the bottom of the second inning, a runner on second. As got to get Bill Logan his Dodger updates tonight, as he is a Dodgers fan. He's also a fan of whoever the Cubs are playing, it seems like. Whoever the Cubs are playing and the Dodgers, that's Bill Logan's favorite baseball teams. As another update, Waverly Shell Rock now leading 24-6 as Vince Shellsburg gets on the board with 5:45 left to go in that contest, as Kyle McGrain is going to kick off for the Hawks. And coming up to receive this for the Sabres and being run out of bounds is Doug Lang. Tanner Wessels runs him out of bounds around the 25-yard line. 24-8, Waverly Shell Rock leads that game. And thanks to everybody giving us updates here tonight. Another update here. Independence now leading 21-9. So the Mustangs up 21-9 over Charles City with 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. So that's going to set up quite a matchup next week, Aaron. Two undefeated teams. They're both probably going to come in 7-0 and still undefeated in district play, as the Sabres are going to hand off up the middle. And this is going to be O'Connor, and coming up to make the stop for the Hawks is Patrick Nachman and Ryan DeSoto. As pretty much the same defense for the Hawks. I see Sage Suter in there for the Hawks now. Also into the ball game is Cole Curley on the defensive side of the ball. Matt, I think we have the same Hawks in there. Brady Antone's in there on the defensive linebacker position there for the Hawks. Rickles comes set. He's gonna keep it. They're gonna run option. He's gonna cut back. He was trying to avoid Tyler Chapman, and he was reading Chapman to pitch the ball. He cut back, but Ryan DeSoto came from behind and brought him down to the ground hard, as he's going to go back to the 30-yard line. So it'll bring up third down and 7. Hawks leading 54-7 with 9.5 left to go in this ball game.
Yeah, and if you're gonna run the option, you got to make split-second decisions, and if you don't, you're going to pay the price. And DeSoto made Rickles pay the price on that one. So nice job by Ryan to get in there and drop him for the couple-yard loss. So 3rd and 7 upcoming for the Sabres, as they're going to run a reverse here, and it's going nowhere, as the ball carrier there for the Sabres was Colin Ridgely, and coming up making the stop for the Hawks is Tyler Chapman. So it's going to be 4th down and 8 yards here. They actually lose a yard on that reverse, and it'll bring up 4th and 8, and it looks like the Sabres are set to punt it away. Getting ready to receive for the Hawks is going to be Tanner Wessels and Reese Maurer, as Keegan Lass stands back at his own 15-yard line awaiting the snap to punt this thing away. 8:35 left to go in this ball game. Hawks leading 54-7. Again, the 35-point rule has been in effect this entire second half, as Lass's kick is going to bounce at the 37. Wessels is going to pick it up back at his own 36. And he's going to cut across the field, and he's still on his feet right around midfield. They're going to mark him down at the West Delaware 49-yard line, and that's where the Hawks will start with it. 1st and 10. There's about the same offense coming out here for the Hawks, as Lindauer, Spencer Barron out there on that offensive line, as is Nolan Linus now. Troy Monahan. Brad Roush is split out to the far side as a receiver. Also coming in here is Logan Madlam, the junior for West Delaware. Tyler Chapman into the game. He's in the backfield, and Aaron Demmer is one of the receivers here on the near side of the field, and actually Tyler Chapman lining up in the pistol behind Kelly.
That's Wessels. And now Chapman's going to pick up enough for the first down as they started at their own 49. He carries it down to the Sabre 37-yard line. A nice pickup there by Tyler Chapman. And Hawkeye fans, don't forget you can catch 90 minutes of Hawk football talk with the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin, and Iowa football coach Kirk Ferentz every Wednesday night at 6:30 right here on 94.7 KMCH. A read play there between Wessels and Chapman, and that's defensive end bid on that, and Wessels is going to keep it himself and bring it up to about the 31-yard line and pick up about 5 or 6 on that play. They're actually going to mark it at the 32. So pick up a 5 there for Tanner Wessels, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Hawks, who lead it 54-7 with 6.5 left to go. Coach's Corner tomorrow morning starting at 9 with Kevin Shookman, followed by the Iowa Hawkeye pregame show. And then the Hawkeyes and the Illini at 11 o'clock. You can catch all of that right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH. Wessels is going to keep this ball himself. Carries down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. He's going to be just short of the West Delaware first down. I believe he's going to be just short. No, he's not. They're going to give him the first down. All right. I didn't have my binoculars on you, Bill. I saw you at the last second waving your arm. We haven't had a measurement in a couple weeks for Bill to test that perfect vision he claims he has. As long as he has perfect vision, get me home tonight. As there's 5.5 minutes left to go. Pistol formation. Wessels keeps it himself as Logan Madlam is now the running back in that pistol offense, as Wessels is going to carry forward to the 25-yard line. A pickup of 2 there on 1st and 10. I think our scoreboard operator has fallen asleep here late in this ball game, as they still have 3rd and 8 on the scoreboard. As see who the new Hawk is out there. It's going to be Luke Murray. He hasn't had to do much with the scoreboard, but let it run so well and change the score, I guess. 2nd down and 8 for the Hawks. The give is to Madlam up the middle, and he's going to carry forward close to another West Delaware first down. He's got it at the 16-yard line, 17-yard line, and that is going to be good for another West Delaware first down. So all sorts of Hawks getting into the rushing categories here tonight as Logan Madlam checks out and Tyler Chapman checks back into the ball game. Still the same mix of receivers and offensive linemen for the Hawks here. So we mentioned Luke Murray into the ballgame for the Hawks. He's a senior. As the give this time is to Chapman. He's going to carry down near the 10-yard line. 4:10 left to go in the ballgame. And a 54-7 victory for the Hawks. As the Hawks, again, putting up impressive numbers on that defensive side of the ball. They've done a great job all season long, as I think the Hawks are just trying to run the clock down here, as Chapman on that carry picks up 4. He'll bring up 2nd down and 6. He's still in the ball game here as Wessels comes set in the pistol offense. 5 seconds left on the play clock. As the give is to Chapman once again, and he's going to carry it around the left side. He's at the 5, and he's going to go in for the Hawk touchdown. Touchdown, West Delaware. Tyler Chapman, the 12-yard touchdown run for the Hawks, and that's going to put them up 60-7 here with 3:31 left to go in this ball game. So we've seen, is that now our 3rd different running back to score a touchdown here tonight? Russell had 3. Roush 2. Roush had 2, and now Tyler Chapman goes in for his first of the night and first of his West Delaware career. As Aaron Toll's extra point kick is up and good. West Delaware leads at 61-7. 3:31 left to go in this ball game. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to West Delaware football from KMCH Sports.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Back into DeWitt, the Hawks leading 61-7. Jamie Vaskey, Aaron Plain, and Bill Logan back with you here as Aaron Toll getting set to kick off for the first time of his Hawk career as the West Delaware junior gets set to kick off for West Delaware. 3.5 minutes left to go in this ball game as Toll's kick is away. And you can tell it was his first time. 20-yard line is going to be taken out there. And some room to run on the outside as finally brought out of bounds. See who the back was. Troy Monahan pushes him out of bounds, but returning that ball was Doug Lang.
And Jamie, that last touchdown for the Hawks, 7 plays, 51 yards, took 4 minutes and 29 seconds off the clock. Tyler Chapman with his, I believe it's his first touchdown of the year. Career, okay, good. 16-yard touchdown run with the extra point puts the Hawks up now 61-7.
As the Sabres have it 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard, or the West Delaware 48-yard line. And this is going to be Colin Ridgely on the carry, and he's going to bring it out to the down to the 45-yard line, a pickup of 3 there. Talking about our area districts is in Class 2A District 3, the Beckman Blazers receiving some votes in the rankings again this week after their win over North Fayette Valley last week. Blazers are 2-1 in district play, 3-3 overall. New Hampton leads that district with a 4-2 overall record and 3-0 in district play. North Fayette Valley 3-1 in district play. As the Sabres are going to run up the middle, this is going to be O'Connor again. As coming up and making the stop for the Hawks that time was Cole Curley. Class 2A District number 4, Anamosa and Mount Vernon. We mentioned them two at the top of that district. Monticello's 1-2 in district play, 3-3 overall. Cascade 2-1 in district play, just above Monticello, 3-3 overall. In Class A, where all of our Class A area schools are, Maquoketa Valley at the top of that with a 4-2 record, 4-0 in district play. As the pitch here to O'Connor is going to be brought down. Aaron Demmer is going to bring him down, but not before first down, and now we're going to get a penalty marker thrown on the field. As Maquoketa Valley leads that district, right below them is Easton Valley, 3-3 overall, 3-1 in district play. Lisbon is 4-2 overall, 3-1 in the district. North Lynn is 3-3 and 3-1 in district. East Buchanan, with their win tonight, moves to 4-3 and 3-2 in district play. Edco is 1-5 overall, 1-4, I should say, 1-6 overall, 1-4 in district play. Postville and Starmont both 0-6 and 0-4. Holding against the Sabres is the call with 1:26 left to go in this ballgame, and the Hawks up 61-7. So that big first round down run by O'Connor is going to be negated there, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 1 here for the Sabres. As holding, they make the call there. Dodgers and Mets still tied at 0, top of the 3rd inning in Los Angeles. As our area scoreboard is up, as we mentioned, on KMCH.com. Right at the top of the page, you can find the scoreboard for all of our area teams and some other district matchups. As Rickles is going to pass, he's looking to the end zone. He's got a man there. Going to get interference against the Hawks. I believe Aaron Demmer running into the intended receiver out there. for the Sabres. That was Nick Costello. As updated scores, fourth quarter, Decorah leads Crestwood 21-0. Independence late in the third leading Charles City 27-9. In the fourth quarter, Waverly Shellrock leading Vince Shellsburg 24-8. Western Dubuque, again, just a halftime score with Marion leading 28-6. Third quarter, Mount Vernon leads Anamosa 30-23. Also in the third quarter, Cascade leading Monticello 32-20. East Buchanan defeats Edco tonight 47-6. Central Elkader defeats Central City tonight 68-0 in 8-man football. And the Beckman Blazers in the fourth quarter lead Columbus 46-3. Pass interference is the call against the Hawks with 1:10 left to go in this ballgame, and the Hawks leading 61-7. As they're going to pass once again, Rickles is now going to step up. He's got it at the 15-10. He's going to go into the end zone, but a penalty marker comes in late. A late penalty marker. As going to back that play up as Rickles went in for the touchdown, but that's going to be called back as holding against DeWitt Central. 55 seconds left to go in this ballgame. You can still hear that West Delaware coaching staff across the way. Still coaching. Coach Coates over there hollering out his defense that what he wants on the defense. As Sabres come set, they're going to hand off up the middle, and this is going to be a new running back in there for the Sabres as coming up. As that's going to be number 5 for the Sabres. That's Danny Solis. Coming up and making the stop for West Delaware is going to be Troy Monahan. As it's going to be second down and 24 now for the Sabres. 15 seconds left to go in this ballgame. The Hawks lead at 61-7. As Rickles is going to pass. Should be the last play of the game. The ball, he's going to step up and throw it. High pass, waiting in the end zone for it is the open receiver. As you could see that lane open up for him as Aaron Demmer and Reese Maurer switched off at the last second, and making the touchdown catch for the Sabres was Nick Costello, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Sabres. 61-13 is our score, and I don't think the Sabres are going to kick the extra point, and the game is going to come to an end. 61-13 is our final. Hawks victorious tonight, non-district play, and move to 7-0 on the season. As we will come back and wrap it up, we'll get Bill Logan's final stats, talk to West Delaware head coach Doug Winkowich, and send you on your way here on this Friday night. Hawks win at 61-13 here in DeWitt. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to West Delaware football from KMCH Sports.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentive at TaukeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
GMB Bank in Manchester is proud to support all area athletes and their communities. The GMB team is your connection to convenient banking and everyday time savers, like your debit card, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. Connect with a financial partner who truly understands your needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
Back into DeWitt. Hawks victorious tonight, 61-13, our final score. As the Hawks come down here and take care of business here tonight, as we get Bill Logan to get the head coach from West Delaware in just a little bit, Doug Winkowicz, as the Hawks victorious tonight here in DeWitt. Again, the final 61-13. The final score is just an outstanding performance tonight by the Hawks, Aaron, as they came in here and took care of business, and they were able to defeat the Sabres here tonight.
Yeah, and just a good overall performance. You know, the offense, 3 different running backs were able to score touchdowns tonight, so that was good to see. The defense played, as they've played throughout the entire season, play tough against the run, tough against the pass, and I'm sure the numbers will reflect that. And then overall, just coming out, I think they're going to come out without any injuries, which is good, especially going into next weekend where, they got a big game against Independence. Probably will decide the district, and then in terms of playoff seeding and whatnot. So a good win, good solid win for the Hawks, and now we move on and shift our focus to the Independence Mustangs.
Well, Coach Winkowicz joins us now. And Coach, you guys did what you had to do here tonight. You knew you had to come down, take care of business, and just do what you've been doing all season. The kids seem to do that here tonight, and a great win tonight for you guys.
Thank you. We just it's kind of funny because all week, we talked about not living on big plays and just go out and do our thing, and that seemed like the whole first half was big plays. But I was really pleased the way we started this game. I mean, that was my big focus all week is just we got to start fast and just come out and make sure we get better tonight. And just really happy with this performance.
And we still haven't gotten Bill's numbers though, but you've got to be pleased with the lack of penalties tonight, as you guys really clean that up over from the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I think I told the officials after the game. I thought they did a great job. I thought our kids did a nice job. We worked pretty hard on kind of cleaning up some of these holding penalties, and I think we only had 3 or 4 on the night, so I was pretty happy with that.
Well, Coach, it's been one that people outside of the West Delaware program have been talking about, but finally you get to look forward to the Independence game. You're going to enjoy this one tonight, but a big week coming up next week at Brownfield.
Yeah, it's an exciting week. That's a very good football team we're going to see next Friday, and we're going to enjoy this one for a little bit here and get to work tomorrow, and it should be a big show down at our place.
All right, Coach, congrats on the win, and best of luck to you guys next week.
Thanks, guys.
West Delaware head football coach Doug Winkowicz here in the post-game as the Hawks victorious tonight, 61-13, the final score over the DeWitt Central Sabres, as we get Bill Logan back on and get his final statistics of the night. And Bill just talked to Coach Wink about coming out here, and the Hawks did what they needed to do here tonight, and that was not get caught up in overlooking this game, because anytime you overlook a team is where you can kind of get bit, and the Hawks were able to come out, take care of business, and now we can move on to next week.
Yeah, they did, and give DeWitt credit. They did everything they could do to stop, the Hawks, running attack, and for the most part, they did it pretty well. When they broke down, the Hawks broke it for a touchdown, so they took advantage of what we were going to give them. So, just very workmanlike, came down and did the things. It was pretty quiet, 500 yards of offense tonight. Fast second half, with that continuous clock. But the Hawks tonight, 27 carries for 321 yards. Troy Russell, 169 yards. Brett Roush, 53 yards on 4 carries. Tanner Russell, 28 yards on 5 carries. Chapman, 40 yards on 3 carries. And that's that kid that everybody likes to see get in because he does a lot of the scout team stuff. So, awesome for those guys to get in there. Logan Madlam got in with a 9-yard carry. So, those kids at the end of the year are going to have some impressive stats, yards per carry type of thing. And you just start crediting that some of the offensive line when the reserves can come in and do those kinds of things. 10 out of 13 passing for 206, so 527 yards of offense tonight for the Hawks. And then 527 is probably in the top, 7 or 8 in the record book. It's 500 and something, but anytime you get over 500, that's a huge number. So great job by the offense tonight.
Well, it certainly was, and now now we can talk about that Independence game for next week. You're going to have 2 top 10 teams coming in, and it's a game really people have been looking forward to, but really couldn't talk about because you couldn't overlook any one game to get to that game.
Well, you couldn't talk about it, but everybody was, you and me included, and I think both sides. I know I've talked to some Independence people, and they got a very good team, and they've been looking forward to this game since last year when they broke that losing streak to the Hawks, and they want to come over and prove that wasn't a fluke, that they can do it 2 times in a row. So that should just be a tremendous battle next Friday night at Brown Field.
Of course, we've got the Independence native up here in the booth with us, but I think, over the last few years, Bill, I think we've kind of changed his loyalty a little bit. He's still an Independence Mustang at heart, but I tell you what, he's kind of come over to the good side, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's gotten wiser as he gets older.
Absolutely. All right, Bill. I hate to say it, but you won again, dang it. As you've made your 4th win of the year in the Hawkeye predictions, I think you had a total of 40 last week, and that was pretty
one, but who's counting?
No, I had you at 23-17 last week.
Okay.
So that's 40. My math's good. Swish had 24-20, so 4 points separated you two, but you won again. Swish's prediction for tomorrow against Illinois at homecoming was 35-14. Again, for the 3rd week in a row, a team facing the Hawkeyes is missing their top running back, so should favor the Hawkeyes tomorrow.
Well, it should. And Illinois is coming, and they've done some great things, having that interim coach over there, and maybe a little turmoil, and they've adjusted pretty well and put some wins up on there that I think kind of lifted some eyebrows around the Midwest. Won to beat Nebraska last week. So, that's a team that, very much like tonight. You don't want to overlook them. You and I went to that game in Illinois last year and saw kind of a lopsided game over there. So, that is somewhat what I envision for tomorrow. I think Illinois is a better record than what actually they are as a team, in my opinion. Hawks are going to win. Make sure you guys pick the Hawks this week, by the way, just to make sure you got a chance to win it.
Why? It's been working.
Yeah, it's been working, yeah.
The Hawks are still undefeated.
Yeah, they are. And I would be, too, if it wasn't for Swish. But let's see. Tomorrow, Hawks are favored by 11. And Swish has got too many points. I don't think they're going to score that many. I'm going to say 31-10.
31-10. That is a total of 41 points. Aaron, you know what? I'm going to let you go next.
Oh, wow.
So I can do what I want with Bill's score. You're done winning.
Yeah.
I don't know. Last week was pretty taxing on the Hawks, even though the offense didn't look great. I think it took a lot out of them, which I'm glad they won. I don't care if how much they win, but I just win. But, I think that's a lot of points. What Swish has 49. So I'm going to actually I think I'm going to go just a tick lower than that. I think the defense is going to play well. I'm going to go 24-7 Hawks.
24-7. That is a total of 31 points. You left Bill a lot of points again, Aaron. You got to quit doing that.
Do you think maybe me and Bill have, I've worked out something against you maybe this year? You thought about that?
Yeah. Yeah. I think you might have. I am going to go with the Hawkeyes.
Hey, at least you picked the right team.
Yes,
50% there.
I am going to go with the Hawkeyes to win, and it is going to be 31-14, which is a total of 45 points. So I left Bill 4 points in there. So
there you go.
That's a little less than 10. So, Phil, thanks a lot, buddy boy. We will talk to you again. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow, I'm sure, during that game. But we'll talk to you again next week as the Hawks and the Mustangs set to do battle senior night at Browns Field. Thanks a lot, buddy boy.
You betcha. Everybody's looking forward to this on both sides. It ought to be a packed house, so let's fill Brown Stadium.
All right, we will certainly do that as we take a look at some scores. As Aaron talk to you here real quick, your final thoughts moving forward to next week against Independence.
Well, I think you enjoy the win tonight, and like Coach Twink said, get to enjoy it and then shift your attention to an Independence team that's, probably better than they were last year, and they defeated the Hawks in Independence. So, both teams understand what's at stake, and I think it'll be a great game. It'll be a great atmosphere, and hopefully the Hawks can come out on top and continue this fantastic season that they've had.
Last look at the scores here. Decorah in the fourth quarter leading Krebs with 21-0. Independence in the fourth quarter leads Charles City 40-9 with about 7 minutes left to go in that one. Waverly Shell Rock over Vince Shellsburg tonight, 24-16. Western Dubuque still just a halftime score update with Marion. They lead 28-6. Anamosa trailing Mount Vernon in the fourth quarter right now, 36-30. A great game in Mount Vernon tonight with the Blue Raiders and the Mustangs. In the fourth quarter, Cascade leads Monticello 38-33. A good matchup there. Final tonight, East Buchanan over Edco, 47-6. Central Elkader defeats Central City tonight, 68-0. And in the fourth quarter, Beckman was leading Waterloo Columbus 46-3. That's going to do it for us here tonight. We'd like to thank the sponsors of West Delaware Football on KMCH. Without them, this broadcast would not be possible, so we encourage you to get out there and shop locally. I'd like to thank News Director Janelle Tucker for running the board for us this evening, and most of all, thank you, the listeners. For my partners Aaron Pleen and Bill Logan, this is Jamie Vaskey saying good night from DeWitt, Iowa. Once again, the final, the West Delaware Hawks 61, the DeWitt Central Sabres 13. You've been listening to West Delaware Football on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7, KMCH. Stay tuned for tonight's area online and playback game of the week as the Anamosa Blue Raiders travel down Highway 1 to take on Mount Vernon. And with the call of that game, along with Kevin Barnes, here's John Swisher.
And a welcome in,
John says. Thanks, Janelle.
Have
a good night.
Tonight. John Swisher along with my partners Kevin Barnes and Bill Venus as we'll bring you Anamosa Blue Raider football. The Raiders, number 4 in Class 2A, a 6-0 team for the first time since 1950.